another tale, another chapter in this classic.
Yeah.
And
Chapter and verse. This is one of, like, I think the longest piece of literature ever is like a Super Smash Bros. Brawl fan fiction.
This is true.
I think Zomba and Syrup's given it a run for its money at this point. It's like, some things stay true, all we're missing is Jackal, just to kind of finish out the trifecta here, but...
I love that.
Yeah.
Like a little factoid of like, yes, the longest piece of literature that the human language has ever conceived. The Super Smash Bros. Brawl fan fiction.
Each day we stray farther from God's light evil. So that's all I got.
I love it.
We're getting into it here, folks. As a famous man once said, a winner moves on, loser goes home. And we're here in Losers Finals. And like I mentioned, not the way we expected to get here, but you know, we'll see what gives here. And so far, it is Syrup picking up exactly where he left off in the last set with an early stock lead on Zomba.
Yeah, and this is, again, best of 5 territory, so Zomba has room to adapt and has room to play their game just a little bit, but starting off strong as Ness can feel so demoralizing as the opponent, because Ness seems to just do so much damage, just be in positions where you don't want them to be, and just flat out be hard to punish sometimes, as Zomba is still struggling to close out this first offense, but until that down air prepped ever so perfectly against PK Rocket, and it turns into an even enough game. Rob has got a little bit of special sauce to keep this game relatively even, assuming he doesn't drop his stock right now, running low on gas.
Yeah, like the prices are a little more favorable now, so I think he'll be all right.
You better hope so, because he is yet to touch the ground in a minute.
Ooh.
Oh, and deleted by that back air out of shield. Zomba just trying to force their way back on center by just doing the classic, like, hi, I down tilted your shield and I'm still in advantage. Not today.
Would it be so random if I killed you?
Oops.
Uh-oh, wait a second. That's an air dodge.
Good PK Rocket there from Syrup, trying to expecting Zomba to cover air dodge yet again. Getting out of disadvantages is another thing, but at the very least, you're making Zomba work for it.
Oh, you're gonna hit with the last hit of the rotor arms there. Again, one of Rob's most dangerous moves, and there you go. That might be it. Yeah, it is. So long. See you later.
See it again next stock, and if there's anything going for Syrup, finally able just to reestablish neutral. Let's see what you got going on. 57, but suddenly, like, despite the start for Syrup, this has turned into an extremely scrappy game. Just what Ness usually wants, but Rob no stranger to some really awkward air-to-air situations. Things like forward air, it's not an aerial, but down tilt, and that massive neutral air can just put together so much good stuff for Rob to get going. And Zomba certainly rolling right now.
Zomba trying to get that back air to connect. Air dodge is back. You're going to be able to chase with the forward air. In the decent position right here. Both players looking for the checkmate, but neither giving it up right now. Zomba takes to the skies.
We're looking for the gyro toss to confirm. It's on the other side of the stage though, but that laser bounce off, getting sandwiched between the gyro, the forward tilt as well. Syrup has to find their way back without a jump, but Zomba pulls the trigger, and that run off frame 6 forward air. I mean, Rob has a lot of war crimes with some of his individual kits. Frame 3, -5 down tilt. Who did this? Neutral air. Why is it that big? And why is it like -3 or -2? Like, this is insane. But what really kind of wraps the kit together is just how everything builds off of itself. It's not just, hey, you know, for the case of some, like, you know, take Dr. Mario, right?
Yeah.
Like, that up air, or excuse me, that up special is crazy. But the rest of this kit's just kind of like, you know, it doesn't really tune into that, or it doesn't really build off of itself.
Yeah.
Rob's, everything comes together to create this super flexible character that can do just about anything.
Yeah. All right, we'll see if this game 2, Rob can still severely, you know, damage himself in the Geneva Convention. Or if Syrup can get himself on the board here. So
yeah, and you're off to another great start if the Syrup here. Like, you're doing everything that you want. PK Thunder is doing the frame traps for you. Just a matter of finding a grab here to close out the stock before Zomba is able to build this lead, or to slim this lead down bit by painful bit. But that back throw is going to do it, putting Syrup in the same situation as game 1.
Yeah, again, excellent stuff right there. So, but again, we saw how, you know, comfortable Zomba is from playing from behind. now once again continue to go on the chase here. You know, both these characters can definitely be a little bit pesky in that area of the screen where like other characters can't reach. But they're both really good at just being able to counter each other in that regard. So
I like that a lot. A huge punish there from Syrup, able to mass up so much damage and just not let the momentum stop. When it feels like game one, like once you give Zomba in, she takes a mile. Once you give Zomba a back air, he goes crazy. But the way that Syrup has just kind of shut down a lot of the conventional approaches from Zomba has started to make the robot boy think a little bit more, I was going to say creatively, but for Zomba that may have turned into pessimistically because go next type of game.
Yeah. Yeah, so this time it is Ness who is in severe violation of the Geneva Convention.
I mean, have you seen that, Nair? Have you seen these up airs? Roll it.
The role of the secret slime action is war crimes. So again,
this version of Jeopardy.
Again, no surprise there. Again, you see Zomba's been kind of fiddling with his controller all night, so you think that's, hopefully nothing's wrong, but he's kind of got that look in his face, man, when, Zomba definitely wears it on his sleeve, for sure, when he's not feeling it. He will be the first one to let you know. So, hopefully he still keeps his head in the game right now, but right now it is Syrup that has kind of definitely done some psychic damage. We joke about that a lot, as a community, but psychic damage is a real thing, and and what better character to inflict it than the actual psychic character? So we'll see if Syrup can continue this year, or if Zomba can kind of right the ship here, in the rubber game.
Yeah, hopefully a change of scenery will do just that here, Koopa, as we're seeing FD, and just by nature of R.O.B having giant hitboxes and being a giant character, being able to consume more space is going to make you feel at least a little bit better against Ness and against Syrup, who has a penchant for approaching in awkward ways using platforms.
Yep.
It's just a matter of like how well can you commit to that game plan. I mean, given how his body language has been, hopefully his controller doesn't throw off anything that Zomba has been trying to do.
For sure. All right, so there we go. Both players dueling with back airs right here. We get up attack from R.O.B. First stock still not off the board yet.
Zomba hunting for one of these ground moves, but Syrup has just been playing at this frisky short hop range. PK Fire, but no follow-up after it, and there's another down tilt into a big old Robo Beam. Tit for tat, though. Very little advantage in the corners because you just find reversals time and time again. That time it'd be the R.O.B up air to close out the stock from underneath the stage.
Yeah, great stuff right there from Zomba. Again, the fact that up air is that strong, to be able to, shark from the ledge and able to get up the KO.
Oh, yeah.
War crime.
It's pretty ridiculous, but hey, as a wise man once said, he needs it.
True. That's my favorite Bible passage.
It's true. I remember when he was up on the... I'm not going to make this joke, actually. This is a bad one.
Okay. Getting the air dodge she's looking for there. And now, wow.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
There you go. Up air, sharking from the ledge. Ooh. Okay, now if the game of chicken continues here, now Zomba's going to take... or Syrup's going to do with the back air now, too. So.
Yeah, he's got to find it sooner rather than later, or at least a little bit of follow-up first, because at 29% here, Zomba is comfortable to say the least. I mean, getting a trip on that down tilt means everything so much easier.
Ooh, okay. Getting caught with the side B.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
That's angry Zomba.
Yeah.
You can tell he was pissed going into that next game, Again, Zomba, like we mentioned, has no issues wearing it on his sleeve. Picked a good stage and was able to play to his advantage here. Again, Ness, especially when you have, at this point it's just a game of math. You have two stocks, he has one. I'm just going to go out there and do what, the wise man does, and that's stunt Ness's recovery by getting hit by it. So,
yeah, just throw body and everything else into the fray. Stop Syrup from recovering at all costs. Unfortunate that the air dodge up from Syrup ended up getting past the ledge, going to stage and into R.O.B's down tilting arms, which prevented him from landing, preventing the jump from resetting, and I mean, it was curtains from there.
All right, let's see what the response is going to be here from Syrup. Will we see a Game 5 tonight?
We've yet to see one. We've yet to to build up to one of those, though. If there's any time to do so, now would be it for Syrup. You have your counter pick rolling. Oh, and you've got at the very least a beat on some of what Zomba has been doing both in offense and in defense. It's just a matter of, can you overcome Zomba when he's in the groove? And can you shut that down before he gets really going? And right now, Zomba is playing the matchup pristinely, trying for a very interesting angle there from Syrup, but was just well too far for it to actually turn into a successful recovery.
All right, let's see what the response is going to be here from Syrup again. Ooh, trying to go off deep with the PSI man to get a follow-up. Instead, we'll just get the back air anyway. And again, Zomba doing the smart thing. He's going to the skies. That could have been a potential PK rocking, but, you know, not going to be in position to get it.
Oh, reads the roll, but a little bit too early on the up smash. It's a mix-up of both shield DI and R.O.B's insanely good roll, doing just enough to keep Syrup fruitless in his endeavors for a first stock as a back air gets met. The Zombair, you know, what's there to say?
Hit song by the Cranberries, one of my favorites, for sure, so. Only like 8 people in the chat are going to get that.
Yeah, sorry, I lost on me, bud.
For the one person that gets that, that's for you.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
I'm fake.
I'm just old. Oh, could this be Custard's last stand? No, it is. Ness is going to get back to center stage here, so.
See, that one I got.
Yeah,
Oh, and these missed grabs as well. The spot dodges coming early and often here for Zomba, paying off in spades. Like sometimes players just tend to kind of repeat the same options over and over again, and before getting punished for them time and time again. And spot dodge is one of those that are just easily able to close out stock.
What the
heck?
What? That was weird.
I'm going to jump arm rotor as a means to get back, and he's going to do nothing about it.
Sure, man. You got it. I'll give it up.
It's just one of those games.
This could be it.
Just hit him. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, just go next.
you know, you just can't help but laugh.
Like with all, you had every advantage to just, hey, I'm gonna throw out a back air, you know, intercept by getting in the way of the PK rocket.
I'm just gonna exist here.
I'm just gonna be.
Yeah.
And you're gonna not make it back.
Yeah, like when somebody's just like in your like,
and then the little like pat on the back.
That's like when somebody's just like too like close in your inner circles. Like, can you just like give me like a little bit of space here, buddy?
No. R.O.B is he's a robot.
Yeah.
He is no social convention here. It's all business.
that jump side B is so funny. It's not like it's so like mundane. Like it's just really funny that it just happened to work out like that. But it's like it's so freaking funny. Take a look at the highlights here. This is again the next chapter and verse of Syrup and Zomba. Has been written here with Zomba going on to win 3 games to 1. Zomba now looking for his rematch against Beast. So does Beast hold on in winner's side? Does Zomba let the rage consume him and you know go on a streak here? I don't know.
It's an interesting kind of de facto scenario, right? Because I mean, Zomba is known for just kind of messing around in winners, and then when losers comes by, it's just like, all right, time to play the video game.
Yeah.
Time to just like be better, which tends to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But with Beast riding a high and Beast riding a momentum train that has not only existed for this fusion, able to sit here in winners finals, overtaking Zomba in grand finals, excuse me.
Yep.
But